back to the Yard Dad. I'm going to be doing a summer fertilizer and a summer overseed on my cool season lawn. And then I'm also going to be adding some pretty good products. I'm going to be adding RGS, Humichar, a soil amendment. And then I'll also be adding some new stuff that I just picked up. Shout out to Backyard Dominion, but I'll be adding a little bit of Dominion Deep as well. And we're doing all of this in the backyard. Basically, when it comes to summer overseeding, the number one thing that I like to do is I mow high. So I mowed 2 days ago, and I'm not going to mow today. And the reason why I do that is because where I live, my climate right now, it's about 90 degrees. It's a little bit cooler currently today, but it's been hitting 90 and then 88 degrees Fahrenheit and so on and so forth. But at night, it cools down quite a lot. Like we're talking like it'd be like 48 degrees, 52 degrees, maybe 53 degrees. And I'm up in the mountains, basically, so I'm very elevated. One of the things that's important is that if you are gonna do a summer overseed, especially with cool season, is that you might wanna only do this if you have a little bit of shade. Now, the area that we'll be doing, you'll see here, it's gonna be pretty much all in the shade at this time of day. So that's helping. The taller grass is gonna help. It's gonna help keep wildlife out too, depending on where you live. I get a lot of birds, so I'm going to be battling that. And I'm also going to have to keep the grass moist. So I'll be watering in the morning, watering in the afternoon, and I might be watering maybe 6, 7 o'clock p.m. as well, just because our sun does not go down right now until almost 10 o'clock at night. So those are just kind of my rules, and I'll only be putting down perennial ryegrass. Just because of fast germination, I want to use my backyard. I just did that on my side yards, and I was stepping on it and watering and grabbing my garden hose and stepping on the perennial ryegrass, and it had no problems at all. And it still grew in just fine. So it could take abuse. It germinates quickly. This one is Hat Trick that I'll be using, just Hat Trick by itself. And yeah, so I'll be using that and these products, and I'll go over the products before we spray them, of course. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing today, just summer stuff for cool season lawns. And also, I'm gonna go into the backyard, and before I do any of this stuff, I'm gonna be putting in one sprinkler real quick. So we'll just time lapse it. And I'm doing the Hunter MP SS 530 MPR. It's a side corner strip. So we'll see. This thing could be overkill for the backyard right there. And if it is, then it will end up on one of the sides of my house. Probably the side that gets more sun. The one that I installed last video, like 2 videos ago, the thing works great in the wind. I've determined that. All the other sprinklers are kind of everywhere. These withstand wind pretty great. So I'm really liking that about these. But let's go ahead and get this in. I'll show you the backyard. The yard's kind of beat up. I mowed it 2 days ago. Still looks kind of beat up. It looks a lot better. Definitely needs an overseed. And I have not overseeded this season. I've only overseeded in the front, and it looks great in the front. I did a Kentucky Bluegrass, the Midnight, in the front. We'll be doing Kentucky Blue in the back as well, but maybe give it a couple weeks and then I'll do that. I'll do a different video for that one. But for now, I'm just doing the perennial ryegrass. In my backyard, I do have KBG, and I do have perennial rye. I have Hat Trick and Fireball. So let's get to putting in the sprinkler real quick. Here's a look at the front right now. And yeah, I mean, it looks really nice up here. It's looking really nice up here as well. So the overseed was done with KVG and perennial ryegrass. This is how the backyard's looking. Dog spot. So it looks good. It looks very nice, but it's just kind of patchy in some areas. And there's the new golf hole here. But this is the sprinkler area that I'm talking about. And basically what it is this one is spraying and hitting here. And it's just getting this wet in the front. And it should stop about here now. And then it'll continue over to here, which is the only thing I'm a little worried about. But it should go about to over here, somewhere like that. So we'll see what's up, but I'm gonna put that here, get this done real quick. totally done with that one. You saw how easy that was with that tool, where I can just take that weeding tool and just pull it back like that and then just set it right back down. But I got a little bit down there and I could tell it was the same height and everything, so didn't see any water or anything like that. So just went ahead and unscrew and screwed right in. Let's go over everything real quick with what we'll be putting down, and then I'm gonna get straight into putting the seed down, raking, and then putting the product down, and then we'll end the video. All right, so products I'm using. Twin City Seed is where I got the perennial ryegrass. And then if you want Kentucky Blue, the Midnight, I got that one from Outside Pride. And then one product I'll be adding is Dominion Deep. It's a 502, so it's extremely light on the nitrogen, which is what I'm looking for. I don't even need nitrogen right now at this time. So you got 5%, and then the potash is 2%. And then of course you've got your amino acids, your seaweed extract and molasses in this. And then there's a little bit of iron. So this, and humic and fulvic acids as well. So this thing covers everything that you could need. You could get away with just putting this down, and it's excellent. This is a really, really good product, and I'm so glad that Backyard Dominion made this. So thanks for sending this out. This is really, really awesome stuff, and I do recommend it. Another one that I'll be putting down, I'll be putting it down when I put down the grass seed, is this Humichar. I'll be mixing this in with my seed, and this is just humic acid and biochar. It's a soil amendment, not a fertilizer, and it really does help with making your soil great, and it helps with retaining moisture as well, especially with that biochar. Really good stuff. Don't get it on your concrete though. Make sure you sweep it off your concrete, because it will leave almost looks like watercolors of charcoal. This one I'll be spraying mixed with the Dominion Deep, this RGS. This is really good root growth stimulator. This stuff is a 001, and if I remember correctly, I think it's got sea kelp extract. Yeah, it's got humic acid and fulvic acids as well, and the potash. So really, really good stuff, especially when you're seeding. It really helps with getting your roots going. Yeah, that's basically what I do in the summer, and then this is how I overseed in the summer. Now, if you do have warm season grass, you should be getting a lot of nitrogen down right now. This is your growing period, your growing season. This is your peak time. This is when you want to get your grass looking fantastic, get it a lot of nitrogen and stuff like that. So you can put down these same products, and then also a little bit of nitrogen. Like I recommend this one. I'll show you. This one's excellent. This In Charge by Greene County. This one's a 2800. Really good stuff. If you're looking for not doing an overseeding and you're just trying to get some product down, that Dominion Deep's great. Any just iron by itself, sea kelp, hydrotane, anything that's going to retain moisture and help. So those are some good choices for you. Yeah, let's go ahead and get all this done real quick, and I'll see you in a second. for this one. I think I pretty much went over everything that we needed to do. Hope you learned something. We're gonna test the sprinkler out right quick, see what's going on with that. I'm like really kind of freaked out about this thing, I'm not gonna lie. But got everything sprayed, everything's looking nice. It's already starting to green up. It's been like not even 20 minutes. When you're putting down certain things, it really does. You can just start to see it. Iron, sea kelp, all that stuff, it's gonna green up your yard very, very quickly. But let's go ahead and let's test out this sprinkler, and I'll twist it real quick just in case it's spraying us. Hopefully it doesn't do that. Somehow I always get them lined up. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll stand back here for cover, and if needed, you might see the camera go down. All right, let's see. Open up my Imowaza. Right now, it's 7 o'clock at night and it's 90 degrees. Ugh. All right, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and do new quick run, zone 1. All right, here we go. So you can see better. Oh, I'm turning. I think it's stopping right on me. So let's see. Oh no. All right. So we're kind of turning. All right, so all I got to do is turn this one just a little bit more to the right. Like that. Yeah, I mean, it's ending right where I thought it would, right over here. So it's getting all this. Yeah, it's coming about 5 feet out, just like it said. So we'll keep an eye on it, but I think it works good. It's definitely working right. And if I need to make an adjustment on it, we will. So far, so good. So I'm just gonna get this stuff watered in, and we'll end it. If you've got any questions or comments or anything like that, leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. And let me know how your lawns are looking and if you've used any of those products. But yeah, thanks for watching the Yard Dad. I'll see you tomorrow.